Hello, hello friends. Welcome to Crafting with Mary. If you're new here, I'm so glad you joined today. If you are returning, I do really appreciate you coming back and watching my videos. Doing an unboxing today of Ocean Queen by Peggy Collins. It's a 97.8 by 65 centimeter or 38.6 by 25.6 inches. It is a square kit. Did I say from Diamond Art Club? I can't remember. But anyways, this was recently released. I was able to grab it. I know it was one of the hot sellers that sold out really quick. But she is so beautiful. Love, love, love. All right. So we have 56 colors, which includes 4 Aurora Borealis, 3 Fairy Dust Diamonds, for a total of 102,573 diamonds. So that's a lot. Let's get her opened. All right. So, toolkit. Uh-oh. Did I not get, oh, there it is. It's hidden. I was going to say, did I not get stickers? So then inside here is our stickers. And obviously here is our kit. Double check, make sure there's nothing else in there. Going over the toolkit really quick for anybody new. But if you have questions, because I'm going to go over it kind of quick. If you have questions, leave a comment and I will get back to you. Baggies for kitting up into, or you can kit down into them. There are not enough for all the colors, so if you have more and use this as your way of doing your kits, that's what those are for. Diamond Art Club's Twist and Pick pen. On one end we have a 4-placer, on the other end we have our single placer with the brass tip, and there's putty loaded in here. Actually it's wax. They have the clear wax now that they've switched over to. So there's clear wax in this one, and you do twist it and it will start coming out the end instead of having to dip it in the putty. There are instructions for this inside here, which we'll take a quick look at when we open that. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment and I can try and help you find an answer. And here is the tray. These are really nice quality trays that Diamond Art Club has started coming out with. Has the nice solid lid and has a little stopper, so when you're shaking your diamonds, they don't come flying out the end. You can also, I know a lot of people, and I used to do this too, you just hold your hand over the end and shake them. So I have grown to kind of like stoppers on mine, but you don't have to have them if your tray that you use does not have them. Anyway, it comes with an additional 7-placer. And if you prefer the pink wax, it comes with a pink wax, and then here is the wax to refill that. Or I don't particularly use the twist and pick. I have one sitting here to use, but I think I've used it once or twice, and I don't mind it, but I don't single place a lot. So I very rarely single place, but I do really like this new wax. So if you haven't tried it, give it a try. I really, really like it. I've heard others don't, but so everybody has their own preference, but I really like it. It is what I have in my single placer and my multi-placer. And it really works well for me. It works well with ABs for me. It works well with any of the specialty drills, honestly. All right, so we have our thank you for your purchase. Then just open this up. It has your Facebook or your Diamond Art Club socials. Sorry, my voice is a little man. We have our kit contents in here. We have our tips and tricks of diamond painting. And then over here, your first app purchase, you can get 20% off. And then over here is the Facebook group. Once you make a purchase, you can join that. And here is our treasure quest card. And I think this is, yep, this is a silver. So this is a secondary reward system from Diamond Art Club. They're also collectibles if you like collecting like trading cards. But it does have a scratch off here that once you collect so many, you get rewards. I will have a link in the description if you want to take a look at that. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will help you out. So we'll set, oh, sorry, I forgot. In here then is the step-by-step instructions on how to diamond paint, and over here it talks about that twist and pick pen, how to use it and how to refill it. Again, if you have more questions than what you can get here, let me know and I will help you out. So then here we have our, again, the picture, the original picture of our kit, and has the kit information here, and then the kit name. And then you open this up. Oh, there we go. And it has all of our pre-cut stickers in there for you to put on your containers. The special drills are listed at the end unless you get an older kit, purchase an older kit, then it is a little bit different. But all the new kits have all of the special drills listed here. So our 4 AB and our 3 fairy dust. This off to the side. All right, and let's get this beautiful kit out. And you know, I'm just gonna say it makes me really sad when I see people purchase these kits that sell out really quickly. I mean, typically you know which ones are going to sell out really quickly. At least I do. I've kind of grown to learn. And it makes me really sad when I see within a few days or a week that somebody's turning around selling it for a huge profit. I really, really dislike that when I see that. I wish there was a way to stop it, but unfortunately there's not. And people buy them because they want them that bad. I, however, will not. I don't care how bad I want a kit. I'm not paying much over cost for it. If it's a discontinued one, like it's never coming back, maybe I'll pay a little bit more, but I'm not, some of these prices that I've seen, it's just not me. If you do it, I guess you do it, but I just hate to see that people that really want these kits can't get them because somebody that's just trying to flip for a profit gets them. I don't like seeing that at all. It really, really don't like seeing that. But it is what it is. I don't know how you stop it, except people not buying when people do that, which I don't think that's going to happen either. So, because if people want a kit and are willing to pay, then I guess that is what it is. I just... Not me, like I said, it's not something I do. But I saw this and it just was so pretty. I'm trying to straighten it out for you. And you can do that. I know you just kind of saw me bending and manipulating it, and it's not going to hurt it. Like, I didn't fully crease it or anything. I just kind of, I'm trying to, these will flatten on their own. If you're new to Diamond Art Club, it's poured glue canvas, so it will lay flat on its own, but I'm just kind of trying to hurry it along so I can show it here. Let me move this stuff out of my way. This is a large canvas, so I'm going to put this out of the way too. I don't think I can get her all in my screen, but look at that. It's so pretty. All right, I'm going to try and pull it up. So pretty. I love all this hair stuff. That is so fun to bling out, you guys. For me, for somebody who likes blinging stuff out, that is really fun to bling out. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. Let's go over, kind of down. Little fishies in there. So yeah, so this is called Ocean Queen. But for some reason, this reminds me, like, I don't live too far from Lake Erie. Now, in some areas, Lake Erie is nice. In some areas, Lake Erie is just kind of yucky brown. But, so these fish in here remind me more of lake fish instead of ocean fish. And then, of course, this looks like seaweed to me. And it's just kind of more... I don't know, greens and browns and stuff in the water that reminds me more of the lake rather than the ocean that has a lot of colorful fish and things like that. So I kind of really liked this because it reminded me more of the lake. And then, of course, you know, I love doing the hair, and then it's red and orange, which I have kind of reddish burgundy hair. It's not like unnatural looking. However, I am working on growing it out to my natural color, which is coming in gray. So enough said about that. She's beautiful, you guys. She really, really is. Really, really beautiful. And I hope those of you that wanted her got her, and I hope she restocks soon for those that still want her. And don't pay crazy prices just because you want her. She will come back out, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't think she's discontinued, I should say. So if it hasn't discontinued, if it doesn't say it's discontinued, then I doubt she will. She'll probably come back on a restock, and I would bet this one would because it sold so fast. But yeah, so pretty, you guys. All right, so anybody new? Sorry, I'm just sitting here staring at how pretty she is. So do what makes you sparkle. Diamond Art Club at the top. We have our legends over here on the left, and our legend over here on the right. Diamond Art, or down here we have our thumbnail, the SKU number, the kit name, size, the artist. It is legally licensed, so the artist is compensated. Down here we have our Facebook and Instagram socials, and then we have a 10% coupon code down here. And then over here we have our lifetime warranty information. If anything goes wrong, you can contact them and they will help you out. So, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's take a look at, I'm going to bring it in a little bit. Oh, and while I'm in, I'll show you a few other things on these kits as well. But let's take a look at those bright greens. Those are so pretty. Greens and yellows in there, and some browns, oranges. Oh, and there's some burgundies. That's going to be all her hair. Yep. Really, really pretty. All right, so there's a peek at that, but I do want to show you. You see these lines on here? If I can find them. You see these lines in here, and these are just showing, indicating where the perforations are. They're not on the canvas, so that just shows where the perforations are. Because when you pull one back, sometimes you can't tell where it ends, and then you're trying to place, and you're like, why won't this go on here? And then you realize it's the plastic. So they put these on here for that purpose. But I do want to show you, let me see if I can get this down here. So there you can see it's just on there, and you can see there's the perforations are in there. I think you can see that. The perforation, it's kind of hard to see now with those lines on there because it's on the perforation, but there's perforation with those lines. And then, you know, the kit sticky is, I'm barely touching that, and it's pulling right up with my finger. So very, very nice. And let me bring that up so you can see how clear the drill field is. These kits are really, really nice to work on. The symbols are very nice. All right, so there is that. I showed you the drill colors. Let me grab out those specials and we'll take a look at where those go on the canvas. I'll be right back. All right, here we have our 3AB, and that AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and it has that pretty camera pickup. There we go. Has that pretty iridescent like Aurora Borealis coating on there that kind of picks up different colors. And then we have this color. Let's see. They're all wanting to turn upside down on me. So you can see it a little bit in there if the camera would focus. And here we have this color. It's really pretty. Then we have our fairy dust, which has like a shimmery mica powder effect on it. We have this color. They're so pretty. And there we have that one. So I'm going to zoom you back out so we can take a look at where they go on this canvas. Let's see, I might actually set these down here so they don't get in the way. Here is our first AB. And let's see, where do I see that symbol. A little bit over in here. It's probably going to mostly be in her hair, I bet. Let's see if I can pull. This is kind of an awkward one, guys. Yep, it's all let's see. Gosh, I'm having a hard time seeing because of my light, guys. Yeah, it's sporadically throughout her hair. Is where I'm seeing that one. Obviously, there's not a ton of it. But it's kind of... It's like I'm not seeing big patches of it really anywhere. That's so weird. Or am I just missing it? Sorry for that shadow. Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing it sporadically throughout her hair. I don't see a ton of it in any one spot unless my eyes are just... Like there's a little bit of it up in here. I see a little bit over in here and in here. Little bits throughout here. Little bits over in here and in here. So it's just kind of a little bit over in here. So it's just very sporadic in her hair. Not a ton of that. So then we have this one is the lowercase e. So I see that one in here a little bit and over in here. Up in here, kind of uplining some of this seaweed. There's a bit of it over in these lighter green areas here and up in here and here. This fish. So I see spots of it on this fish here and in here. A little bit there. Let's see if I see any more down at the bottom before I go to the top. Up in here, a little bit in there, a little in here, a little bit in this area. All right, and now I'll pull her down a little. And we have a little bit in here, a little bits up over in here and in here. See a little bit up through here, a little bit up in there, a little bit, looks like going like through her hair, like what's behind. There's little splotches of it throughout there. That's about all I'm seeing of that one. So then we have our third AB, which is the check mark. So let's check. So over in here, kind of this brighter greenery area. There's quite a bit of it through here and some throughout here. A little bit in here. A little bit up in this area. This fish has quite a bit on it. This area over here has quite a bit. Throughout here has quite a bit. Throughout a lot of these greenery areas down in here, there's some patches and spots of it. This down here, a little bit over in here. A little bit down in here and here. And that looks like all I'm seeing of those. So let me grab the 3 fairy dust. So our first one is indicated with a star. So I see a couple down here and down here and down here and here. A little bit up in here. I see a few kind of over in this area. A little bit in here and up in here. Little bits, little spots of it. Oh, I kind of have you down too far, don't I? Or not? Yeah. So up in here, little spots of it here and there. There's a little bit through here. This fish has a little on him. There's not too much in there, so let's see. There's a little bit, little spot of it here. There's probably some little random ones that I might be missing here and there. There's a little bit of it there. And then a little bit of it up here and up here. A little bit over in here if I did not say that already. So then we have this one. Let's see if I can find that up here anywhere before I pull it back down. I'm not seeing it. Okay. So over in here, the kind of bright green, there's quite a bit of it throughout here. See a little bit of it over in here. Let's check over here. You know what? There's quite a bit in this fish. I see it. He has quite a bit of this color. Little bits of it up in here, up in here. Over here, there's a little bit of it. I think that might be it on that one. I see a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned over here. There's a little bit. Where did it go now? Up in here. But that's all I'm seeing of that one. Oh, little bits through here. Not a lot. All right, so then we have the orange one. And this will most likely be in her hair as well. And it doesn't look like there's too much of it again. So I'm kind of surprised they don't have more bling in her hair. But if you know me, you know I am going to change that. So yeah, that little circle thing right there has some, I see some whips of it here and there. There's little just kind of whips of it all kind of around. So it is quite a bit in her hair. But I see whips of it over here. There's not a ton, but there's enough. I don't see any over further, but kind of the lighter bits of orange that you see. It's bright, but it's lighter. So yeah, some kind of whips up in this area and a little bit over in here. In her hair is where that is mainly. So she's going to be really pretty, guys. I can't wait. You know, I love blinging my kits out, and it's such fun. I'm going to take you back out here. Or no, I guess you are out. Just this kit is so big, it doesn't fit on my screen. But I love blinging things out, so I can't wait to work on her and bling this out. You know, every kit I say that, and it's true. I have so many kits, I'll sit and look at what all I have, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to work on that one. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to work on that one. I want to work on that one next. I want to work on that one next. I want, you know, and you just possibly, you just can't. So, but I really do enjoy blinging them out and working on them. So, let me know what you think of this one. If you got her, if you're waiting for her, I like to know what you think, what you're waiting for. But if you like this video, I would love to get a thumbs up or a like, same thing. And if you aren't subscribed already, I would encourage you to subscribe. It's totally free. There is no cost. You just hit the subscribe button, and then you can turn your notifications on. And it will notify when more of my videos come out. If you like what you see, It just helps you get notified, and it also helps get my content out there to other people that may enjoy it as well. But I do much appreciate all the likes, comments, subscribing. If you want to share, you know, if you know somebody else that might want this kit and want to share the video, that is all much appreciated and puts a big smile on my face. So I hope to see you in the next one.